Okay, we're going to call to order the meeting. Ed, you could keep your vote. The vote. Okay. Rise for the submarine prayer. I'll read it. Almighty everlasting God, protector of all who put their trust in thee, hear our prayers on behalf of thy servants who sail their vessels beneath the seas. We beseech thee to keep in thy sustaining care all of our submarines, that they may be delivered from the hidden dangers of the deep. Grant them the courage and devotion to fulfill their duties, that they may better serve thee in their native land. Though acquainted with the depths of the ocean, deliver them from the depths of despair and dark hours of absence and friendliness with good ship spirit. Bless all their kindred and loved ones from whom they are separated. When they surface their ships, may they praise thee, for thou art there as well as in the deep. With that, fill them with thy spirit, that they may be sure in the reckoning, unwavering in duty, high in purpose, by upholding the honor of their nation. Amen. Okay, trolling of the lost boats, USS 28, SS 133, SS Rolalo, SS 273, USS Runyon, SS 216. In moment of silence, Ed, would you like to read that?
While at anchor for a little space, and then some stars in the night, the table slips, really getting in the morning place. Girl, or well, we are no longer settled as shores, no title records for the ocean shore. Decree of the United States Submarine Buildings Incorporated, to perpetuate the memory of our shipmen, who gave their lives in the pursuit of their duties while serving their country, that their dedication to these supreme sacrifice be a constant source of motivation for greater accomplishment. On this loyalty and faithfulness to the United States Constitution.
Pledge allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Introduction of the members, and I'll go first to me.
Jim Gary, U.S. Cyber, USS 202, qualified
Wayne McAllis, got my submarine dolphins on the USS Anglo SS 240, 1967, Rock, Connecticut.
Jim Madden, qualified on the USS George Bancroft, SSPN 643 Blue, off of March of 1989, off of Port Canal.
It calls for qualified aboard the USS Hagler, May 1967.
Chuck Cox, qualified on the USS Easton Allen, SSPN 608, in June of 72.
Alan Brown, qualified in 1966 from USS Casimir Pulaski, SSPN.
Blue Bolt.
Guy Doherty, qualified USS Pearl Rivers, SSPN 659 Gold, June 76, at Bristol.
Jerry Bell, qualified on the USS James Monroe, 622 in 1963.
Bob Bitchfield, and I qualified on the U.S. Grant, April 6th.
Lloyd McAllis, associate member, Wayne's cousin, U.S. Army, 1968, 1970.
Bill McGlynn, qualified USS Spadefish, SSN 668, April 81, under the ice, with my friend Dave Lucas.
Chris Vincent, Menhaden, San Diego.
What year?
69, 70. Not too bad.
There he is.
Secretary report.
And meeting's adjourned, right?
We're gonna honor the World War II vets. We had a special, I'll note that now, for Calvin Moon. We had that Thursday at the Veteran Cemetery, the General Gold by New Egypt. And it was a really, I have to say, a beautiful occasion for him and his family, all that took place. We had about 20 members, you could say, from the USS New Jersey, the new submarine, 796. Yeah, something like that. And they said, if I got that right, was it 140 crew members or 150? 140 crew members. Without that 140, 40 are women.
So 70 couples.
I said, hey. But they had 4 there. They asked the one, I swear to God, she looked like she was 12 years old. I said, how old are you? She said, I just turned 18. She was just over there. Amazing. All young and like all we were when we all joined, all young and dumb and teaching.
How old was the chief and the public?
Yeah, he was young too. And he didn't go to academy, I guess, and he went to, I don't know where.
University of California, he said.
Probably Thursday.
But, like I said, and all the time, Calvin Moon, for those of you who don't know, because I didn't know, all the time he used to sit over here, I used to just say, hey, Calvin, how you doing? I never knew he was Dr. Calvin Moon. But the list of his accomplishments in his life.
I'll just went on and on.
Yes.
On and on.
He went to Texas A&M, and there he took this test called Eddie test. I guess it's a scholastic test. He did so well, they trained him in radar, which was a new technology back then. And he had to troubleshoot and operate that during the 5 war patrols that he was on. So it was amazing. And his wife was still living. They were married for 78 years. They did 78 years.
And June is 96 years old.
Yeah, Calvin's 100. Yeah, the whole family. It was amazing what he accomplished in his life.
Amazing resume, you wouldn't be ready, amazing.
I know, but that's what he had, though, because Bill back there, he told me some other stuff.
Yeah, he went to Rutgers.
Used to have a new
down
there.
there.
We were sitting there eating, and Danny said something to Cal, he goes, well, what were you doing? He goes, what's that? And he goes, I'm a vet too. I'm a vet.
Veterinarian.
That's amazing. Great.
I was actually at Cal's 90th birthday party. I was telling Wayne earlier, he had a party, a birthday party, and he and June, invited my wife and I, and we went. It was really a good time at 90, and they were out there dancing, and even then, like June was 88 or whatever, and you say like, these guys aren't this old, right? They were out there on the dance floor, and the whole thing, just 10 years ago.
I remember at that party, a lot of his doctor associates veterinarian associates were there. They all said how much he talked about submarines.
Yeah.
Because they said, well, how do you know? I said, we know from the submarines. Oh, that's all he talks about.
An amazing person.
The fact that he lived so long was amazing for 2 reasons. One is more so, 52 submarines perished during World War
Oh,
II.
yeah.
And he was on, 7 or 9 war patrols. So,
They said
let's that man,
Yeah.
and God
Yes.
bless us for him being part of this case.
He was a worker. He was a total worker.
That's why he grew up, and he wasn't afraid to work.
I remember one of the stories that he went through veterinary school from the GI Bill. He paid for everything but his last semester. He said, I had to do it with my father-in-law. Yeah.
An interesting note about Cal, for those who don't know, he didn't go to sub school.
Yeah.
They did those 5 patrols, and he was very proud of the fact that he, had his career in submarines, but never went to submarine school.
It didn't sound like when he finished school, when he went through school, he went in the middle of the class. First he was the top. All of them.
Back then, when he went in, did you have to volunteer for submarine service, or they just once you join the Navy.
So a lot of times,
They just
you
put
just have
it-
to, if you, George was back during the Second World War, they might take it from anywhere.
I figured you just say.
There was an article in the Samaritan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Where he went to torpedo school,
Yeah.
and then to get to torpedo school, they gave him a choice.
Right, which way?
And one of the choices was submarine, and that's what he selected. And he was on what, 7 war patrols as well.
Yeah.
World War
That was
I.
a big article on that.
That was a great article.
Yeah.
When I went to A school, I had already volunteered for submarines. It took all the, it was the only school, so it took all the males, you have to come watch a movie. It was a recruitment movie for submarines, and it was narrated, the host or whatever was Captain Kirk. Television,
Should have been Cal.
but they're playing it up to be a high-tech future thing, you know, in the recruitment film.
Okay. Go ahead, go ahead.
We're ready for the secretary.
We did, Treasurer, I was down in Philadelphia.
Secretary.
Next to the, Treasury.
Regular meeting minutes, New Jersey Bay South, USSBI, Friday, June 28, 2024, Yardville, New Jersey, 1930 hours. Officers present, Bob Gross, Wayne Michalis, Jim Madden, James Garrett. Call to order, prayer, flag salute, total votes, total votes. Introduction of members present and guests, honor World War II vets. Chaplain's report, medical risk. John Theotonio, Dave Lucas, Dan Staruch, Bob Kloop, and Charlie Roman. Minutes of May meeting read by Secretary and approved by members present. Treasurer's report given by James Garrity, one CD totaling $16,012.28. Checking account $7,124.92. A scholarship fund of $4,441.10. The total treasury $27,578.30. Report accepted as read by members present. Committee reports, membership, C. Vincent, approximately 117 members. Ways and Means, Dave Lucas, no report. Scholarship, Guy Doherty. He recommends Ben and Jacob Carlson be awarded scholarships. Well, he and the committee. License plate, Ed Carlson. Applications received and forwarded, order 10 more. New Jersey Eagle Scout Program, C. Vincent, no report. Old business, use membership business cards to promote our organization. We need a volunteer for chaplain and newsletter. New Jersey commissioning changed to September 14th. Membership profiles at www.ussvi.org. Wawa fundraiser, $6 per coupon war order. July meeting, 20th or 27th, hosted by Ed Carlson, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. New business, annual donation to VFW made. USSVI voting dates are June 19th to August 17th. Scholarships were approved by members present. You need to respond to email to get commissioning tickets. We need volunteers to help Mike Post call for assistance during commissioning week. Ed Carlson pledges $1,000 per year for 10 years for the Edward James Carlson Scholarship. For the good of the order, meeting closed with prayer by Commander Cobb, Ed Carlson, Sound Service. James Madden, Secretary, New Jersey Bay South, USSVI.
Okay, make a motion to accept the Secretary's report as read. Second. Second. Jimmy? Treasury report.
Okay, as of today, our total cash is $27,142. We still have the CD at $16,077, and the checking account, we have $6,625. Scholarship fund, we have $4,441. The CD is due October 25th, and this year it is 5%. Our total income is $3,156. Our total expenses are $1,450. So our income is $1,706.
Okay, make a motion to accept the Treasury report as read.
Accept.
Very good. Motion passes. You probably won't familiar with the
guys down there, but, so we left the guys that were on last month. We kept them there, John D'Antonio, Dave Lucas. Dave Lucas, from what I understand, is moving around pretty well. He's got the prosthesis.
I spoke to one of the gentlemen downstairs, sorry to interrupt you, Bob. I asked him how Dave was, and he said he was here today.
Yes.
Yeah, so
I
he
think
did a drive-by, he didn't get out of his car.
Too. I think he's
He
driving.
was driving, he said he did a drive-by, he didn't get out of his car, but he's doing well. I asked about Beth, he said he didn't really, speak to him about that.
Like I say, I talked to John D'Antonio, when I talked to John, he said, Bob, he said, I can't get out. He said, but I'm thinking about Jesus, you know, he watches the stuff going on, and, so he just biding his time, you know, just because he's got pain in the back. Danny Staruch, Bob Kluge's been taking him for, I believe, prostate problems down short, so he's taking him to the doctors and that. Charlie Bromack seems to be doing better. I talked to him, and every time I talk to him, he seems like he's a little stronger. But you gotta be careful, because when we golfed at the Jersey Shore golf tournament, he tires out real quick. He's gotta be careful, because otherwise he puts on a lot of weight. Charlie's not a big guy. So, you know, so you can't take a chance with him, you know. But he said, attitude's there, everything's good. Bob Cook, he has some health issues he wouldn't talk about too much. So I we'll just put him in there. And he also runs the widow's luncheon down in the Captain's Inn. That's going to be coming up again in October. I'll have more information on it. So,
Okay, that's it for the gentleman's report then? Okay. Chris, this is committee report memberships.
117. Yep.
Dave Lucas, not here tonight. Scholarships, Scott.
We're waiting for the $1,000 each, and one for their donation to the train, community members.
Thank you for that.
yes, thank you.
Very nice what you do.
I'm gonna write the check August the 3rd, and I got the addresses of the couples. Yeah, but I need the address.
Oh, God.
Okay, you can email. Yeah, I make it out to the person. And that address, I got the ID.
Well, actually, it was in an email that I sent to Guy and the committee in
Oh,
here.
it's in an email? I'll
Yeah,
go look at
I'll
it.
resend you that email. Guy signed the letters.
Right.
You have a copy of the signed
Correct,
letters
I'll put it in the file.
in the file. I will mail out the originals if I make copies for all of the committee members. And,
Okay, with that.
you have the check is in that envelope, the first installment.
Okay, and any license plates?
Nothing new on the license plates. I don't know, how long does it take to remanufacture a plate?
Shouldn't take long.
Because I've been waiting over a month for my remanufacture, because, you know, my wife told me to call.
Really big now. I'll have Monday evening. Well, they're actually made by 3M sheeting. They send sheeting over to Bayside Prison.
Bayside's the one down south.
I want a prisoner autograph.
They got a nice operation now.
Chris, anything with the Eagle Scouts?
Nothing. Haven't heard anything at all. Not doing my job, I guess.
Were any Eagle Scouts invited to go on that submarine?
No,
No.
that would have been a good idea.
Well,
Chris's two grandsons were there.
I met them.
They helped out too. They were helping hold the flags, they were carrying back in the car, so, but it was a good interest, you know. And Chris's oldest grandson was also there for Howard Gant's funeral. He asked his grandpa if he could come. He took off the day from school. And I said, it just makes you feel good. You know, he's got some good grandchildren.
Okay, we need a chaplain. Anybody want to be a chaplain? Okay, USS New Jersey commissioning has been changed to September 14th, 2024. 11 a.m. at the Naval Station Pearl. And hopefully it takes place then, and they don't change it again, and hopefully we all get to go on.
I heard from Pete, talking to Pete Hickman on the ceremony the other day. They're expecting 1,400 people. That's how many tickets.
How many?
1,400. And that's how many tickets are available. If you don't RSVP, they're going to reassign those tickets. So if you got the invitation by email, which I did, RSVP right away, and they will confirm it, give you a confirmation number by email, and the tickets will be forthcoming.
I knew you had a
Yeah,
question.
so I was on that list that we created. I wasn't aware that there was anything else I had to do. But I haven't seen it today.
You should have gotten an email.
I didn't get anything.
Okay, now Bob, you're up.
I had trouble. I wasn't on the initial list, and Chris was trying to help me out and getting nowhere at all. And at the last meeting, there was, I don't have this, but there was a contact for somebody that was going to be helping the week prior to, well,
My boss,
Mike Paulson.
yes, okay. I reached out to him and because I wanted to volunteer for that week. And in the middle of that conversation, I just said, you know, geez, something happened. I didn't get on the initial list, whatever. He gave you contact. Within 24 hours, it was corrected. I got my confirmation. So, I mean, I do have, I can give it, Chris, I have the name of whoever it is that they got. And then, even then, they were so nice that Jerry was going to go with me as my guest and got another commitment. So I wrote back to that same person and said, is it too late to change? And they said, no, they haven't been mailed out yet. So within 24 hours, I got I got my confirmation that it, what was it, 3 weeks, 4 weeks that we were trying?
Yeah.
Just getting nowhere along. So I'll send that contact email address.
Yeah, well, Chris has to, Bill has to get it so he can get a confirmation number.
First one in there.
Yeah, Chris listed that.
I'm part of here, so
Yeah.
I'll give it to
Everybody
her.
in this room.
Yeah.
I can give it to some, I got it on my phone
Oh,
right
you
now.
do? Okay, you gotta give that to Bill then. So he
Okay,
can-
and like I say, within 24 hours.
Bill, Bob, Bill.
Yeah, so
As long as you were on the initial list.
Yes, right, that's the list that Chris sent.
Yes.
What
Should
they
be all right.
ended up telling me was, they had a list, and this is where Chris and I were falling down. They had a list of undeliverable emails. And the first thing they did was they bounced my email address against that list. And sure enough, I was on the undeliverable for some reason. And
Sometimes the things go into spam instead of going.
yeah, but
into
no,
your
see, it didn't even get, I was checking.
No, I don't.
was checking
I got my
spam
notebook.
every day.
That's why I'm
This
writing
never
down
even
these.
got delivered.
Yeah.
So they knew I was on the original list, and like I say, within
Go give
24
it
hours,
to you.
so I'll give,
I like that also.
pardon?
I like that also.
Okay. But like I say, very nice, real respected, and come back and say, sorry for the mix up, this and that, and everything else. And when I sent back,
That's
it's going to
because
change
you
it.
never told us.
I guess,
Problems.
well, within 24 hours, come back and said, okay.
That's good, yeah, good.
It's, I guess it's, who you know.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but Chris had been, I mean, I've been loving to live a day like that, and I was apologizing. Because I'm figuring, you know, if I was on the list, what happened, why did this and that? But here, it just took this person one time to check the list.
But there's only gonna be 1,500 tickets available?
I have no idea.
That's it?
But I
for the
do
whole-
know-
For the whole show?
Yeah.
And it's gonna be, how many days though, would that both be? I heard it's gonna be there for like 5 days.
You're gonna have one hour.
Yeah, but there's only one commission, so, right?
I heard it was 5,000.
Okay?
Yes.
Payroll,
Huh?
They won't need tickets.
No.
Yeah, other people don't need to take it.
Well, I'll tell you, I wanted to go very real bad, and when he got me, and then, a day later, I got a call from my commanding officer, my Vietnam River Division, and there's a reunion in Omaha, Nebraska. So that week is I'll tell you what, the hell of a decision. That my division was listening to these guys, final day, I really wanted to, felt that I needed to go, see some of these guys, because there'll probably never be another.
Oh, yeah, you never see him again.
I'll never see him.
One shot deal, yes, yes.
That was,
I don't blame you.
that Lieutenant JG, was there yesterday with the crew. He said, as soon as they get the boat commission, they're gonna go out and see for a little bit of stuff, and then we'll put it back into the yards. And fix things, because some of the boats are previous, have been having problems. I said, well, you, what, he's with the trucks. He said, why don't we get it fixed before?
I put
You know, you would have some happening.
I put the Party Commission.
Strainers.
So, yeah, you know.
So, get it fixed before you go out.
All right, Bob, anything with the,
Wawa coupons, right now, Wawa is having their Hoagie Fest. So, we can't beat what they got. So you only gonna get a shorty. So, after it's over, I'm gonna get another check, I'll get another $150, and that will make another $300. But I'm gonna wait, I think, for the end of July is the, end of the house. So, if we get it, start August, September, and, you know.
I'll send it to you tonight.
It's easy money.
If I could say, when I did get my list, I think initially they were saying 2 guests. But online, they did send it down to 1. And again,
It's only one thing.
if you don't want it, please let them know so that they can reissue it.
Yes, sir.
I'll send this out tonight.
At our last meeting, you had suggested I email or call the commissioning committee and that, they don't answer the phone.
no?
They don't answer the phone. Even the website's down. A lot of times, I was active. I was on the original list, but because of my apartment tax and all that. So,
Keith Edelman, who's one of the drivers on the commission, he's a member of the Shore Base.
I'm gonna copy.
Doesn't mean
Okay. Yeah.
And if you have access to the database, and you should, because you're a member, you can get his address, phone number, and his email address. Just go to the USFBI and look for Keith Edelman on the, Keith Edelman.
Well, you said
He's over the bases.
Come on, guys, losing track.
It's out of control. Robert's,
He mentioned it the other day at the seminar.
Wayne's doing lousy. Hey, Wayne, where are we?
Where we at, guys? Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, okay, we lost, okay, we're at the national elections for the USSBI. That's June the 19th to August the 17th, 2024.
in American Submarine, it said the 27th. And it was a mistake. So it's the 17th. If you haven't voted yet, do it before the 17th of August.
I will note that the national treasurer, John Sadowski, he was a shipman of mine, actually. So I know John very well.
Cool.
Not that you should vote for him, but, pointing out the fact that he was a shipman of mine.
Thank you to everyone who made the license plate presentation and honoring Calvin Moon a success. That was what I spoke about earlier up at the Veterans Cemetery. It was a fantastic day for him and his family. It was nice.
I'm going to volunteer to write an article for the Submarine magazine. Anybody want to do it? Anybody want to write an article? If not, I'll write an article. So I called
Yeah, ceremony.
Lori, and Pete's going to send me a list of all the names of the crew members that were there.
How about the general?
I don't know if we should include that in the order.
No, that's just, but they did give me that medal.
You're already here. We need to get the people that aren't here. Right, I mean, spend money.
That's her name.
We gotta make it, hang a flag outside or something.
Especially with the crew members. So that would be great to send to the Samaritan with the,
Well, we got to figure out. Chris took a bunch of pictures, my wife took a bunch of pictures and sent them on down to Chris.
And Chris did a video,
He did, yes.
so you wanna make sure you see that. So as soon as I get a list of the names, I'll start writing the article up, and I'll have it done shortly. And I'll email it out, and then I'll send it
And Aaron Williams, from the governor's office, was really above board. He was really nice. He really worked out, presented himself very well.
Is that full one?
Yeah, yeah. He's the outreach, he's part of the governor's,
I couldn't figure out who.
Yeah, I didn't know who he was.
yeah, Aaron Williams, and he's part of the outreach. That's one of his, when we put all the different emails, went through to Joe and everything else, and we come back to Aaron to see if he was gonna see if he could get the lieutenant governor. We couldn't, he already said that they couldn't get the governor.
What was it, Williams?
And Aaron Williams, yes. And in the emails, you see, a lot of the stuff went through him.
Yeah, because I gotta get the name of the general election, and then the name of the award.
Esther's nice name's funny, I'm not sure. But yes.
Who was the officer, with the,
Joe Laria? Captain Joe?
yeah,
Yeah. It was Joe Laria. He was the commander of three submarines.
yeah, he was on the Moreau.
Yes.
So I think he was at the right up there. That's all, but I'm still, Joe wasn't.
He belongs here to this base.
He's another ghost member.
Bill, you had a question?
I did, and I'm not sure if it was Jerry or Ed, we were talking downstairs. And one of you mentioned, whoever it was, mentioned that Calhoun is the only World War II sub-vet left in New Jersey, of all our four bases in Jersey. Made me wonder, how many are left nationally? Do we have any idea how many of those guys, because they were all converted, right? So they're all USSBI members. But anybody know, like Cal's 100, how many of those guys are left?
When we went through the viewing for Les Rutschel, which used to be Northeast Regional Director,
Right.
last week.
Yeah, I know.
And, when we went there, New Jersey North said that they had just buried a guy last year, I guess it was, and he was 101. He was 101 at the time.
It'd be interesting to know, and Jim was talking about American Submariner, about Cal, so it made me think, how many nationally, how many of those guys are left?
Yeah.
If you ask Google, they'll tell you.
Is it 10?
Because I asked Google,
Not a bunch.
I asked Google how many World War II veterans were left.
About 149,000.
1,500 died a day, and said by
Yeah.
2036, that'll be the end.
Yeah. Looking on the,
A few years ago, I was at a Iowa reunion down in Kings Barracks. And
Delay this all.
they had a
It's an interesting question.
and
But
uh,
I tried to find
he
out.
was strong,
Find it out.
but he
to check the membership and see who they brought in from World War II and who's left.
Calhoun was pretty good yesterday, because last, Armed Forces Day and Memorial Day, he wasn't real verbal. They said Jenny said that he had a nap before he came, and so he was a little bit more coherent with what was going on. I said to him at the end, I said, Cal, you ready to go back into service? He said, hell yes.
He saw all them girls.
Like that, you know anything about that, Mark?
No, the National Commander sent out an email just the other day, and they're looking for people with special talents. And as a volunteer, it's a volunteer situation. And if so, just contact them. And
What kind of talents? Pole dancing, computer science? Like,
There you go.
Qualified summary.
IT.
yeah, I mean, you could
That's
be
you, Chris, they're looking for you.
ship fitter. What are they looking for?
Why do you think I didn't fill it out? I ignored it. I deleted it right away.
I mean, they're looking for A-gangers or ETs? You know?
but that's it. He just put out a blurb saying that they're looking, I guess, to try and improve it. Because all the problems they've had with the website and different things.
So it's that, okay.
Yes, so they're just looking for people with backgrounds that can probably help them out nationally.
Not a day gainer.
No.
Okay, then the National Storekeeper is taking orders for the 2025 calendar. And there's a www site, if anybody's interested, in the calendar.
We bought calendars in years past, and it's hard to solve. It's hard to solve those guys, and you wind up with a whole bunch, and we lose money on it. So if you want to get one, you can go through. You can get one straight from the National Storekeeper. But it didn't really work out for us. It did not work out for us.
Tickets, no more sold tonight, 50 tickets. C-Stories already have a lot anymore.
I don't believe any of them.
And I would say also, it's good to see so many female sailors on New Jersey. Because for those of us that were at the first presentation in Coatsmack, there were only men on board. And they did not know my wife. She held her tongue during the question and answering until the last question. Because they talked about the subject was, and she added them by saying, well, that's good, but I don't see any female sailors here. And I think there were more female sailors than male sailors at the ceremony.
There was 4.
We had public relations.
Well, you know, one time when we first went in, he brought up to my attention, the young lady was out on the road, director of traffic. I thought she was in the Marines, for God's sake.
Yeah.
That's what I told Bob, you know, I didn't know she was Navy by the way her uniform was. He says that's the new uniform.
And when I went up through this,
I got a lieutenant commander at King County, qualified in submarines, and she was the smartest young woman I've ever met. And she was waiting orders to go to the Pentagon. I'm sure she had
Well, this child was sharp looking and everything.
got everything going for her.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the new uniform.
I can see that. You happen to be pregnant now? Okay. Okay, closing prayer.
It's the hard thing, everybody needs to stand up. You right there, Chief?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, closing prayer. Grant us, O Lord, that as Americans and submarine veterans, we may continue to help our fellow veterans and those in need. We thank you for the people assembled here and pray for you to bless their many works. Be with us, we pray. Amen. Okay. Service? So,
I was at school and I couldn't find anything on submarine veterans.
Somebody had to check membership. Membership guys, how many World War II guys were moved over in the
When I first joined, we had the old database, and it was a lot better than what they had now. And I've been tempted to say today, just for the hell of it, send me all the old databases, because you can research them easier than what they have on the web. I mean, you know.
It'd be an interesting question to ask nationally. How many World War II guys did you convert to USSVI, and how many of them do you know are still alive?
I couldn't find, I just tried and I couldn't find anything.
I'll do some research too.
No, thank you. Those pictures, right. Those pictures were great.
Yes. I'm actually going to